Mhairi, thanks so much for coming along to Littleton Sports Law Group seminar this evening on what's the point of independent reviews and investigations in sport. Obviously, you faced your own traumatic circumstances. There was an investigation that came from that. What do you think are the learning points for sport, given what you had to go through?
I think in terms of my own personal experience and the investigation that we went through, there's so much miscommunication or lack of communication between the national governing body and athletes who are complaining, or complainants, whoever they may be. And I think it's, getting athletes to understand what that process looks like. Obviously you can never predict timelines, but how long are you going to be waiting? How many times are you going to have to give a statement? Following due processes. So for example, in my case, I was required to write a statement immediately, which was awfully traumatic, and I had no idea what I had to include and the level of detail needed. So I ended up having to do that kind of 3 or 4 times. And obviously then there becomes discrepancies and differences between them, and because I'm not trained to write statements. And so I think there's a lot of, just generally that kind of guiding the athlete through the process, understanding that they've never done this before, and that kind of treating both the accused and the complainant as, just with respect, and making sure that everybody is informed of what that process looks like and expectations, and making sure that there's mental health support in place, because again, for us there wasn't. And you submit your complaint and finally go through that process, and then you don't hear anything for 6 months, and you get an email just it out of the blue. And I think it's just a general kind of making sure, remembering that they're human, remembering that it's all humans behind this process, rather than just commodities as athletes so often are seen as.
We talked over the course of this seminar about the last 6 or 7 years, lots of investigations into sport domestically, lots of independent reviews. Do you think that culture has changed within sport as a result of those processes?
Yes. To what degree is yet to be ascertained. I think that change is slowly happening, definitely. There seems to be more of an appetite for change and for implementing better policies and looking at athletes more as humans, and not prioritizing medals over safety and well-being. But we're not there yet. We're very, very far from there.